Hi Leo, good news! Venus, planet of love, beauty, and money moves into your sign on the 6th. This brings all the lavishings of attention and intrigue onto you, and you are sizzling. There will be opportunity to heal your belief system on the 13th, as well as Venus trines Chiron, and then Venus will trine spicy Mars here on the 28th. Basically, Leo, love is bringing out your higher self and may expand the way you think. It will, however, square your career zone on the 15th, so be wary of mixing business and pleasure, or watch how romance may be getting in the way of your long-term goals and aspirations. Remember that you need a supportive and open-minded partner in order to feel secure, and one that can understand your desires and emotions. The full moon energy in Pisces highlights your sector of sex, which means a budding relationship may get deeper, or you may have to let go of something. But the positive aspect to Uranus in your long-term goal sector means that this full moon is setting you up for the future. So do trust it. Jupiter goes direct in Capricorn, putting a positive momentum on your sector of work, health, and self-improvement. You've really been putting the work in lately, Leo, so if there's been delays, do take stock of how far you've come and be proud of it. Mars retrogrades in your sector of exploring, so it's a great time to reread your favourite books and philosophies, spirituality, etc. You may revisit an old theory that didn't resonate before, but now it starts to find a place in your life. Virgo season is a wonderful time to take your money into your own hands. It's beautiful trine to Jupiter on the 10th. It's a great day for work and service. This whole month provides an opportunity to get your habits and your goals in order to reap rewards in late October for the blue moon in your career sector. That's going to be a very interesting full moon for you, Leo. So it's looking pretty good this month. Virgo season can feel a little bit uncertain for you. It is putting the onus on what you value, what you possess. So it can make you feel a bit possessive. It can make you feel a bit materialistic at times. But really deep down, Leo, it's about getting in touch with the things that you value the most and what matters to you in your life. So I hope you have a wonderful September. I'm going to get into the tarot aspect now, so stay tuned if you want to join me there. And if not, I will see you in the mid-monthlies. Take care, Leo. Bye. Hi, Leo. Welcome to your tarot portion of your September reading. Let me know what you thought about the new format, if you liked it, if you didn't. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and please subscribe if you want monthly, mid-monthly horoscopes and taroscopes. So let's have a little look at your cards. I did do oracle cards off screen, so I'll get to those in a moment. But for now, let's have a little look at your tarot. Page of Pentacles. Very indicative of Virgo season. To do with what's in your pocket, to do what you need to start up. Eight of Swords. So in Virgo season, despite this being your season of possessions, value, and money, you're feeling a little bit anxious about all those things. A little bit concerned over what you possess, what you have. Oh, Seven of Cups. A little bit uncertain as well. Oh, the Fool. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. Okay, so there seems to be, so far, before we continue, there seems to be a bit of an anxious mind towards a new beginning. Particularly if that is to do with career, particularly if it's to do with work or money in general, the material. For some of you, it could also be indicative of feeling quite possessive. So that full moon in Pisces was in a very intimate side of the sky for you, but it's also the sector that rules jealousy, paranoia, those kind of things. So there could be that. It could be that you're feeling very possessive over a loved one. It could be that in terms of moving forward, financially speaking or career speaking, you're starting to have a little bit of doubt in yourself or your circumstances. I think a lot of you are hoping with the Fool card and the Five of Pentacles for a new beginning, but there's something about the new beginning feels like, oh, I just don't want to start over. You know, I've come this far, but yet I also feel like I'm not getting anywhere. That's a big Mars retrograde energy right there. But okay, let's have a little look and see where we're going then. Ooh, okay. The Ace of Swords. And we have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. So we have Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we also have water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's do one more card for you. Oh! Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Knocking everything off kilter. And underneath, the Ace of Cups. Ah. Okay. Let's have a little look. Okay, so earth signs are appearing quite strongly in your reading. As I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, one of the things that I'm seeing for you, Leo, is that a lot of this is to do with money, and yet there is an emotional link to it. There is an emotional tie to your security in general. So let's not forget, astrologically speaking, that Virgo season for you is values. So what you value in the world, and it obviously differs for a lot of people. You know, people have some people have very traditional values, and some people place more value on the broader scope of certain emotions and certain attributes. So what I mean by that is that for some of you, your value might be, I want to get married, have children, live in this type of house, work a well-paid but not entirely meaningful job. So for some of you, that could be, that could be the ideal for some people, and that is okay. For other people, you could say that I want to just meet someone that I feel very, that I feel is my soulmate, but the rest of it doesn't really matter. That's a value. So everybody has different values going on in their own heart. So that is okay. What troubles people is when you find yourself in a situation that does not meet your values, or your values change. Now, there's nothing wrong with your values changing at all. There is nothing wrong with changing your mind about your job or your love life or your career. The problem is, Leo, that you are a fixed sign. And fixed signs find it very hard to commit to a new path when they've already started one. And with the amount of earth in the sky at the moment, particularly as all the earth is in your work sector, well, not all of it. Well, yes, it is actually. The Capricorn energy is your 6th house, and then the Taurus energy is your 10th house. So it's really your work houses are activated. But Uranus, which is representing the Fool here, is actually asking you to liberate yourself from what you already know. Okay, so what you already know to be true, and to understand that there are other options, there are other things out there. And this doesn't even have to be career, because the 10th house is long-term goals. So really, Leo, you could be sitting at a point where you think, I want a different trajectory in my life altogether. I want to change the way that I am living, full stop, to incorporate maybe more freedom, to even incorporate more technology. Whatever it is for you, you want a little bit more freedom. And freedom isn't always as easy as just stepping into something else that's ready-made. People that are, well, at least in psychological research, they seem to pinpoint that people that are very insecure or don't know themselves very well are the type that just relationship hop. So, they go from one relationship straight into another with no space in between. And that seems like a great thing for many people, but it is actually a psychological pinpoint that the person doesn't feel very secure in themselves because they can't be alone. They don't feel like they can cope. The same goes for jobs. You know, it's not, jobs are slightly different because there's finances involved, but it's not always as easy as just going up the ladder, you know, because sometimes you realize you don't like the ladder you're climbing, and that's okay. So here we have the Fool and the Five of Pentacles, where you would love to leap into something that's ready-made, be it in love, be it in career. You would love to know that it's going to work more than anything else. You would just love to know that it's going to work. What's beautiful about the cards that continue is that it looks like it will, but it requires you to take that leap in order to feel kind of shaky. And if you feel kind of shaky at the moment, take that as a good sign. Feeling kind of shaky in order to get this kind of clarity. So with the new moon in Virgo here, we have the King of Pentacles, the new moon in Virgo, and the full moon in Pisces, we also have here. These moons, Leo, in your financial sector, your sectors of worth, and your sector of combining assets. So a lot of this is to do with partnership, but it's also to do with money. These are the aspects that are highlighted by the moon, okay? So I know that I'm flip-flopping between the two, but they are intertwined. It's the harmonizing of the practicality and the belief is what we see with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. That's why they're so compatible. One brings the material aspect where they're very, they've good financial know-how, they've good financial backing, and then the Queen of Cups is someone who's very strong faith, very strong receptive emotions, understanding, and intuition. And when you combine the two, you can make things grow. The water and the earth, you make things grow. When there is an imbalance of one, you get mud, right? You get stuck in the mud. So for you, Leo, you really have to harmonize with these moons and set some, with the full moon in Pisces, what I'm saying is that you have to release some heavy emotions, be it jealousy, be it envy, be it possessiveness. You have to let those release, figure out where they're coming from, release them, and then set new intentions with the new moon in Virgo, because the new moon in Virgo is supported by Saturn. So I know that I'm incorporating a lot of astrology here, but it's just in your cards. Your setting new intentions around the new moon in Virgo is very, very important. I would also like to say that if you're romantically involved with an earth sign or a water sign, it seems to be going quite slow in some aspects, or it may have to slow down somewhat. And this isn't to say that it's not working, it's just to say that it is the approach that is recommended anyway with the skies. But it seems to be very loving here with the with the Queen of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Cups here. I just feel that this is very loving, whatever dynamic that you're, new love seems to be very emotionally fulfilling and very supportive of your success as well, is one thing I'm seeing here. So perhaps these are somebody new that's coming into your life. Perhaps these are people around you. It doesn't even have to be romantic, but the earth signs and the water signs seem to want to support you in some way, shape or form. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. But there is also, on the flip side, you maybe are trying too hard to impress one of these people financially. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe trying to flex a little bit. So there's that. Let's have a little look at your oracle cards and see what we had to say. Okay. Chivalry. Yes. Okay. So you could be, you really could be flexing, or you could be dealing with someone who's very chivalrous with you. This is a beautiful card. I love this energy. Tradition, again, is something that's coming up here. Traditional people. So the King of Pentacles is Mr. Traditional. I love the King of Pentacles. I had him come up for a reading for me way back in January, and it was spot on in terms of who that type of person is. They're very traditional. They're very I always think the King of Pentacles is quite divine masculine energy. Someone who's very respectful, someone who's very loyal, someone who's very generous. So Mr. Chivalrous down here could be a good omen if you're looking for that kind of person. So Athena, inner wisdom. This says, you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So you guys actually do know what you want, which is important. It's just that knowing what you want everyone says that that's the hardest part. I don't know. I think it's acknowledging that you know what you want is the hardest part. So Vesta, your household situation is improving through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. In the octopus? Okay. So for some of you, the Fool card could be a literal move. You could be moving somewhere. You could be redecorating your home. Actually, Leo, one thing that is very indicative of, you know, Mercury is moving into your 4th house. So this will give you a lot of new vibrations if you clean up your space. So if you make sure that your space is looking really nice, that you're doing whatever you can to make the vibration in it higher is quite important at this point. We also have the woman holding a coin and attachment. So very similar to your cards. I'm just going to take a sip of coffee. The woman holding a coin is very like the King of Pentacles. And what she's saying is that there is an offer on the table. There is an option. Okay, so if you feel like there is no option, there is an option presenting itself in September. The difficulty, Leo, is that you're somewhat attached in an unhealthy way, either to the past or to the way you wanted things to work out. Okay? Or you're kind of attached maybe to a job because you like the people, or you're attached to a relationship because it's familiar, you like saying it, you know what I mean? There is an option, but it requires you to leap in some way, shape or form. Or maybe it's just taking the next step in a relationship. Or maybe it's letting something go. Because one thing that I'm seeing up here as well with the Princess of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Cups, Leo, is that there could be somebody in your life who is energetically beneath you. They don't treat you well. They don't value your time. They could be a bit manipulative, or they could make you feel very anxious and unsure. If you feel very anxious and unsure of someone in your life, Leo, this is a little indication that it might be time to let go of that rope, let go of that attachment, let go of that person, because they are holding you back from growing, and they're holding you back from feeling secure enough to make the moves in life that you want to make is something. Because if you do not feel safe in a relationship, you cannot actually grow. And I think people don't understand that, and people get very attached to the idea of twin flames and soulmates. But you know, you can really imprint on somebody a title or a feeling of it's meant to be because it's not working. And that was never the way it was. This twin flame thing that's keeping people in toxic relationships, like, just stop it. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. Relationships can be healthy. Thinking that it's the one because it's difficult doesn't make any sense. Okay, so just be careful about this if someone's not matching your energy and making you feel very unhappy, because I do see a new burst of emotions for you with this Queen of Wands, but you also having an emotional release of some kind is also highlighted here. So we're going to hop into your extended. It'll be linked below. Leo, I love you very much, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.